the Huntingdon College. Red Lady. This story revolves around a student who tragically died in a fire in Pratt Hall at Huntingdon College in Montgomery. Legend says her spirit, known as the Red Lady because of the color of her dress, still haunts the building. Students have reported seeing her apparition, feeling cold spots, and hearing unexplained noises. This is one of those stories. The chill always seemed to settle a little deeper in Pratt Hall, even on the warmest Alabama nights. For Sarah, a freshman just finding her footing at Huntingdon College, the old building held a certain charm, a sense of history whispering through its brick walls. But there was another whisper, a more unsettling one that clung to the air, the legend of the Red Lady. Sarah had heard the stories, of course. Every student did. A young woman, so the tale went, had tragically perished in a fire that swept through Pratt Hall decades ago. They said she was wearing a red dress that night, and now her spirit lingered, a fleeting glimpse of crimson in the dimly lit hallways. Some dismissed it as campus lore, a spooky tale to entertain freshmen. Sarah wasn't so sure. One late evening, Sarah was burning the midnight oil in the Pratt Hall library, the only sounds the gentle hum of the air conditioning and the rustle of turning pages. A sudden, sharp gust of cold air swept through the room, making the papers on her desk flutter. Sarah shivered, pulling her sweater tighter. The air grew heavy, and an inexplicable feeling of sadness washed over her. She glanced up, half expecting to see someone, but the library was deserted except for her. Then, in the periphery of her vision, a flicker of color caught her eye. Near the far bookshelves, where shadows danced in the low light, she saw it. A fleeting glimpse of red. It was the color of deep crimson, a vibrant splash against the muted tones of the old wood. Sarah's heart pounded in her chest. She strained her eyes, but the red was gone, vanished as quickly as it had appeared. She told herself it was just a trick of the light, her tired eyes playing games. But the cold spot in the air remained, and the feeling of profound sorrow lingered. A few weeks later, Sarah was walking down a hallway on the third floor of Pratt Hall late one afternoon. The building was mostly quiet, students having already left for the day. As she passed a particular alcove, a whisper brushed against her ear, so faint she almost dismissed it as her imagination. But then she heard it again. A soft, mournful sigh that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Goosebumps prickled her arms. She stopped, peering into the alcove, but it was empty. Just as she was about to continue walking, she saw it, a faint shimmer of red at the edge of her sight, near a closed door that was rumored to have been the room where the fire started. This time, the red seemed to linger for a moment longer, a soft, ethereal glow before fading into the shadows. Sarah didn't run, though every instinct screamed at her to. Instead, she felt a strange sense of empathy, a deep understanding of the sadness that permeated the air. She imagined the young woman in the red dress, her life cut short, forever bound to this place. From that day on, Sarah never felt truly alone in Pratt Hall. Sometimes she would catch fleeting glimpses of red in the corners of her eye, or feel a sudden chill in the air. She never saw the Red Lady clearly, but she knew the spirit was there, a silent presence woven into the fabric of the old building. Sarah learned to live with the legend, even found a strange comfort in it. It was a reminder of the past, a testament to a life lived and lost. And though the whispers of the Red Lady might send shivers down the spines of some, for Sarah they were a quiet echo in the halls of Huntingdon, a poignant reminder that even in loss, a part of us can sometimes remain.